he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Get it out on the screen. Got enough space. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Utes!
And how about the OC slipping in the screen pass? Try to mix it up, slow down that pass rush, let it come up the field a little bit, get it to your running back, let him do the rest. Nice blocking, nice play call to throw in the screen to change it up a little bit and get the big touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Texas State took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to San Marcos. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory.
To the air, it's Mac.
Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. That's caught. It's Smith. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator, giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Can't get him to the ground. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. Wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
He'll keep it himself. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride Davis here. Got room to work. How about that play? Getting a huge chunk of yardage to wrap up the first quarter, and that's how we'll end it and head to the second. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll throw it from the red zone. Intercepted to stop the threat. All down at the 18-yard line. A solid return after that interception.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an eye. Early, that could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
Off the play fake on first down. Makes the grab. It's Andrews. Turning it on. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
I know look like something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. They'll try the run. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
He's got an open man. All out of space. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's going to try to return this one. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got him downfield. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to throw again. Caught near the sticks. It's Hall. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Back to pass. It's Mack. Fires to the big fella.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. Stanford lines up to punt it away. And you couldn't ask for much more than that. A perfectly placed punt pins them inside the 5. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
The Utes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll leave it with the lone back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
Power football with the run. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
And some room to work. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Caught near the sticks. It's Andrews. Gets him up. At the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Off play action on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Scanning the field, it's St. Clair. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Wants to throw again. And the quarterback runs out of time. Down he goes at the 38. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. The official says no good. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback adapting. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Stanford quickly to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Clark. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. Trying to find the end zone. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Powers forward. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'll immediately call timeout.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw.
Touchdown, Stanford! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Well, needless to say, they needed that touchdown. They're down by a lot of points here in this game, and finally something goes right for them offensively. They put the drive together. They score here at the end of the 1st half. Now, in the 2nd half, they need a lot more of this, and they're going to have to go tempo. They're going to have to stay aggressive, but maybe this gives them the confidence they need to stage a comeback. We'll see.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Buying some time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've been calling a lively one so far from Salt Lake City. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the 1st half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Rice-Eccles Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Utes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, the defense knew coming into the 2nd half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on 3rd down.
Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Mack. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. This is why Rice-Eccles, one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your 3rd down conversion in the midst of this. They want to throw it. They go to the wide receiver screen. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his ball.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on third down.
Increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Off play action. Under fire. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
This offense has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. They're already down 2 possessions. You know the pass has to come at some point, but they got to keep him clean. They can't get behind the sticks consistently. They've got to start to narrow this gap.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. The give to the back. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking to throw at St. Clair. Got out of trouble and throws. Quick completion on the out route. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Wide open downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal. Badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
The Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Throwing on the run. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They just keep firing. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent 3rd down defense, and 4th down's coming up. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's fourth down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Wants to throw. It's Mack. He lost one down the sideline. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of the explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Utes can really attack on this second and short. He might want another play. Now they'll run it on the toss. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first two plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
The Utes come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. The play action fake. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Inside the 35. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Utes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I mean, you talk about calling a pretty good defense you feel good about, and you take away the pass, and what does the quarterback do? He pulls it down and just shows the speed, basically becomes a running back, takes it all the way to the house, and makes your defense look silly.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. UAB is getting cooked right now at home, and it's all over but the pride. A lopsided affair with miscues and missed tackles. They're trailing by 17 to Oklahoma State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's second and long. To the air. It's Mack. Flips it out in the flat. And the defense drags him down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
On third down, he drops to throw. He'll try to do it himself. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another first down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Stanford going back to work with another first down. They're going to ride this running back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Dropping back, it's Mack. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Looking downfield on first down. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Cardinal! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Pucks it out of the air. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Utes will punt this one away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. Got enough for the 1st down. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll try the right side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Right down the middle. Finds a tight end. He'll work his way down to the 28. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw, it's Mack. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
Wants to fire on 2nd down. They're working that left side. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the 4th quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Breaks into the open. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Connection to the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Here's a heat. He's going to take off. Quarterback gets past the marker. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Utes getting set on 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. That pass is incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Slings it. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. It's caught. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Stanford wants to push the pace. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Stanford could choose to go for it all here on 2nd and inches. Safe completion on the screen. Oh, sweet feet. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Mack. Quarterback just flat missed him, incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Wants to throw again. It's complete to the left. There he goes. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. To the air on 1st down. He's got him. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. They'll run the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Touchdown, Stanford! And the comeback is on.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a 1-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage. You're probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Utes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. It's complete to the right. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And I like what this offense did, man. They stayed aggressive. They were trying to get the first down through the air. But here's the good thing now. You punt the football away. You trust your defense. You got the lead late in this football game. One more stop, and there's a good chance you get the W.
Gotta have it here on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Hauls it in, the first down and more. He's out of bounds, has enough for the first down, and that conversion keeps hope alive. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. To the air, it's Mack. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. Got to protect the merchandise, gets down without taking a hit. Stanford quickly to the line. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. This is why Rice-Eccles is one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your 3rd down conversion in the midst of this. Trying to beat the D deep. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
He just took a shot down the field, didn't get it, so you've got time for one more play. Everybody thinking Hail Mary right now. I know the odds don't say you're going to come up with it, but, man, we have seen crazy things happen in college football.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He knocked it away, incomplete, and saved the game as this one is over. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.